A couple of years ago, I had a conversation with Keith Yandel, and he talked about his first playoff series, and it was against the Detroit Red Wings, coached by Mike Babcock. And he said, players warned me about what it would be like to be game planned against in a playoff series, but I had no idea until it really happened. What are Austin Matthews and Mitch Marner and William Nylander about to find out?
Well, it's just that there's no space. They're about to find out whether they want to take a cross check and keep playing or get backed off. They're going to come out running. They're going to try to run us out of the rink. And we got to decide whether we got pushback or whether we played long enough. It's just that simple. You know, the way I look at it, they have the experience and we have the youthful enthusiasm. When you're young, you think experience is overrated. Mm-hmm. When you have the experience, you think it's the greatest thing in the world. So I remember when I was coaching at Red Deer College in my first job, I thought experience was overrated. And why wouldn't they?
Do you worry about any of them being able to handle that next level?
Well, I asked them this morning. We didn't beat around the bush. I'm just straight up with you. I said, what are you going to do when someone cross-checks you? What are you going to do? Are you going to keep playing or not? We have lots of experience in our room to tell us what it's going to be like. But you got to get out there and feel the fever and the energy and the passion. But our young guys, Marner was a playoff superstar last year. Mm-hmm. Why not be one in this league?
What did they say when you asked them if they were going to take the cross?
Well, it was kind of a rhetorical question.
Okay, I was wondering if they said anything.
You know, I mean, yeah, play through it, obviously.
Yeah.
But you're going to get whacked. But as soon as you stand up and respond, when you go in the playground and a bully is pushing you around, as soon as you stand up, the bully goes away, you find someone weaker to prey on. That's life.
You had a saying at the beginning of the year. You said you were the worst coach in the NHL last year. Because your team finished.
Well, we're dead last.
That's right. You said it a couple of times.
Top 16 this year.
How do you feel?
Top 16. You know, obviously, you know, they talk about this every year. The coach of the year is the guy who carries the silver thing, without any question about it. You're here, all of you, with different jobs, because the measure of your success in every city is different. And so you're competing against yourself. You're competing against the league, but in the end, you're competing against yourself. What I try to do, Elliotte, is I try to get better each and every day. I try to come to work and work as hard as I can and go home and love my family. And in the end, that's good enough for me.
Does it matter to you if you win the Jack Adams or not?
Well, I never spent a whole lot of time thinking about the Jack Adams. I want to win the Stanley Cup, like, period. That's it. So I've won it once. When you win 15 games in the final, you have a chance to win the Stanley Cup. This other stuff is pretending. I've been there 2 other times. I've only won the Cup once. I'd like to win the Cup here in Toronto.
Take us back to Saturday night. Second intermission, your goalie's hurt. You go into that room. What was it like in there?
I mean, obviously, we thought we had done lots of good things. You know, it was an exciting game for our players, for our fans, for our organization. To be honest with you, for me, I'm proud of our guys that were in the playoffs, but we've earned this right now. We're allowed to compete. We're allowed to win. Mm-hmm. I told the guys this morning, I've been coaching a team with 128 points, 58 wins, 5th or 4th best of all time, and losing the first round. I've also come in the door with Anaheim into Detroit, playing the Stanley Cup champions, and swept them. Pressure's an amazing thing for the underdog at playoff time. You just got to create some doubt.
What scares you most about Washington?
Well, I mean, depth, size, experience, all those things. In saying all that, though, I've been them and I've been us before. Let's play.